everyone, it's Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. I'm gonna be live today for a short stream. There's the green screen set all the way down. For about an hour today. Oliver! Hi, Jack! Hi, Oliver. We'll be working on the Crock time stickers. Why only like an hour? Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try to only stick to an hour, but that never seems to happen, does it? We're gonna be working on the Crock time stickers. I actually have like a lot of miscellaneous tasks I still need to get done this evening, so I need to try and keep it short if possible. But I did promise a live stream today. We had crazy, I feel like I saw something online that said that Arizona was the only state this like past couple of days that did not have a like a severe weather alert. Like it was the only state. So I'm assuming that everybody across the board had wild weather this weekend. It was very windy. I know Odari and I both had trouble streaming, and that the power was out, and it got very cold, and now it's still very cold. Unrelated, but I saw the most Midwestern thing today. Of course laughing because he knows the story. I saw someone, I was downstairs for whatever reason, and I saw someone this morning, mind you, when it was really cold, walking down the street. Here, let's switch screens so we can take a look at what we're looking at while I yap away. Someone was walking down the street in a flannel shirt, a flannel shirt, no gloves, no hats. It's, you know, we don't have a lot of snow, but it's like icy, and like those white dad sneakers, you know what I mean? It was like 4 degrees out this morning when this person was walking down the street. My mind couldn't handle it. I was like, that is so Midwestern. I didn't even want to open the door to let my dogs outside, and here's this guy walking down the street like in a shirt. The New Balance, Nick says, yeah. I know you know what I'm talking about. The white New Balance shoes, or like there's another brand that makes them too. That was what he was walking on the street in. Just no jacket, no winter coat, no gloves, no scarf, no hat. You know, wow. I know that there's always a joke that we Midwesterners like to go out in shorts when it's 50 degrees out. That's fair. But, you know, that blew my mind. Welcome in, Evie. Hello, Jacklings. I like that name. It's like a cool nickname based on my actual name, Jacqueline. Jacklings. I like that. Alright, so we're going to be working on these stickers, like I said. I struggled to get the layouts for these caution stickers, but I'm actually quite pleased with the way that they turned out. Even though I sassed the triangle, I feel like it was the right move. But where we left off, we've got this little jar. I need to swap this. So the kimchi's gonna go in this ongi style crock, and then this is gonna be, I think, our kombucha. Poor triangle. I like triangles as a shape. I'm not a fan of them as stickers. That's all. I still like you, triangle. But let me know, how you all's day is going. I know that a lot of people have the day off, today. So, Adobe Live was off, except there was the video challenge earlier. I don't know if anybody, tuned in for that. I feel like I caught, like, the tiniest bit of it, and I didn't actually get to say hi, so. Because, yeah, like I said, I had an unexpectedly very busy day today. I hope yours has been less busy than mine. Oh, right! Oh, I keep forgetting to mention this. Nick's birthday is tomorrow. Getting pizza from La Riches. Yeah, happy birthday, Nick. I probably will not remember to wish you happy birthday. No offense. Tomorrow is also insane. I have a lot of stuff going on, so. But we'll have to get together soon to celebrate your birthday, Nick. But Clever says it's been still sub-freezing here in South Texas, and that's very unusual. I saw the South was getting, like, just annihilated with snow and ice. It was crazy. Crazy. Okay. We need to figure this out. I think, well, first of all, I need to make this kind of match the same style. The last thing that we did on this was add the little ears. And then I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna go. And I signed off. So, in terms of colors, I want it to be different than, so the kombucha, I don't actually know what colors to use for kombucha. Kombucha. I don't, you know? I guess it's also kind of like warm colors, but I don't want everything to be warm colors, so we might change this one to something else. Maybe we'll do like purples. Again, what are we thinking? Maybe some purples for this, just to differentiate it. Where is this color that I just used? There it is. Oh, wrong thing. Remember to click the stroke to bring it to the front. It's fermented tea, so tea colored, so brown, which is not great. I don't love it. Oh my gosh, I need my window to be larger. Let's make the appearance panel smaller. Let's see. Tea colored. I could do like a yellow instead. Something like that. I just want like a background color for it. And to get started. That's all. And we have to put the text in for this one as well. This one is Kombucha King or Queen. Ooh, we have to do a little crown. That definitely changes my thoughts on the color, because I do think I want that crown to be like gold, and I like purples, the purples and golds. So maybe I will stick with this color for the background for now. And we'll change the colors on this, the kimchi one. So let's go with, do we make this whole thing red? Do we do like a reverse type of a thing? I don't know. First we need to figure out some imagery for the cleric. And I said last week that I didn't really know what that was. I think that it's like a healer, Corey said. So we need to come up with something. Something for this. Well, Nick's here so he can give you the deeds. Yeah, cleric is support healer class. So what kind of like symbolism do we use? My immediate thought is like the like red cross kind of a thing, or like a medical. I don't want to go like medical. I feel like that goes in a weird direction. They use a lot of religious iconography. I don't love that either. Right, yeah. The holy hand grenade. I mean, I'm much more inclined to go humorous than I am serious, but that's just my nature in general. So. Alessandra, welcome! I should have probably done a little bit more research on clerics before we got to this point. Alright, well, while I do know what a crown looks like, and I do kind of want to go and do that. A crown and kimchi cleric. Are clerics the admin of the church? I have no idea. I'm asking the chat right now, Evie, because I don't really know enough about this sort of stuff to give an answer one way or the other. It looks like there's like a, like, I looked up cleric symbol and I'm getting like starburst kind of stuff, so we could kind of lean into that maybe. You use cabbage, as is the root symbol. But how do you make cabbage look like... It's such a strange... How do you make it read? That's my question. Sparkly cabbage? And does it make sense? I don't know. These are the questions I have to decide for myself. Not in love with the idea of just sticking a cabbage inside of this. Crock. So you can see by all the other imagery, they're kind of like intertwined in the design itself. Could it be like a scepter with a cabbage top? Yeah, but like how does that fit inside of the, I'm struggling to figure out how it fits inside this shape, which is the ongi, unless we go a completely different direction. You know what I mean? On Napa cabbage isn't round though. Alright, well, I'm gonna work on my crowd while I, my brain kind of marinates on that thought. Just look up cleric and the top result is for D&D. I have to get knowledgeable on D&D because Wednesday and Thursday for the Firefly events that Sean and I do, we're doing character sheets, as it's kind of been like a requested topic. And your girl doesn't know enough about that topic to speak on any degree of authority. I can help you with that. The thing is, it needs to be very, very basic. I looked at character sheets and I was like, no. It can't be that complicated. I mean, certainly people will probably, like, go really complicated with it, but it needs to be, like, something that can be done in 30 minutes. So, I'm open to any suggestions you have around that. I am gonna give it a little perspective here. I didn't want to do... I could have gone, like, traditional crown, but that's boring. So. Alright, come on, Illustrator. Snap to that point. We'll do this color. And, we could do... If you have suggestions... for how I could fit the cabbage into. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like make a new sticker design, Corey. So just responding to his comment about the. I kind of like it just sharp corners. Let's do like some little, I don't know, shapes on the inside. I need to know what a crown looks like. Deaf cavities kind of shaped like the inside of this puffy crown, so it would probably look like a brain. Well, the crown is for the kombucha. We're working on the kombucha king or queen. Brain in a jar with a crown. And so I was making a crown. That's where we're at currently. Arshia, welcome. Welcome on in. I just want to see this and make it lighter. I don't think this is. There we go. Aligned. I don't really like that. We do like an inset. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's change our joint to round. Driving up to the pizza place, and this is too cold for life. Sorry, Nick. I don't love that either. I'm gonna add another. I'm gonna add something to the background of this, actually. But on the clerics, would it be too many crocs to have a scepter with a croc within the croc sticker? I'm just not sure where I'm gonna put the text, where I'm gonna fit a scepter. I have to think about the layout. This one's a little bit easier in that, like, in the sense that I don't have to. This is like just inside of this kind of blank rectangle. This is a little bit more complex, and I just have to think about it. And what better way to avoid thinking about it than drawing a crown? Alright, I'm just thinking about layout right now. And then we'll also have our brain, which is gonna kind of look like, it's gonna be like this shaped. Brain shaped. Not an accurate portrayal of the brain, but close enough, right? It's gonna be somewhere in here, hanging out. Probably quite large. And then we have to put kimchi. Do we have to say kimchi queen? I guess so. Oh my gosh, not kimchi. Kombucha. Queen. Okay. 2 lines. Don't love the font. I have to figure it out. I don't know what color yet. I'm just gonna leave it that color. Let me look at my fonts. Let me look at what we've got. Maybe this font? Just scroll on through and look at some fonts. In font base. My music isn't coming through. I can't tell if I'm... You all can hear the music, right? I don't know, maybe it's just really quiet. I don't know, I hate to keep introducing fonts, so maybe we'll just stick to something we already have. Can you hear the music? Okay. Oh, Umacorn's here. Welcome, Umacorn. Believe this is the same font that I already have. Let's take a look. I want regular. Let's go with regular. I don't know what to do with that one. Let's see. Let's do... something with this. I'm just gonna bring this out for now. Not sure. Let's do like a start up here, and I'm gonna do probably should have aligned to this. Let's do this. Try and get this shape and this shape to fit together. It doesn't have to be perfect, but alright. It's gonna be tricky with the text. I do like the idea though. I'm gonna pull this down. Although it doesn't match the rest of the sticker style. I guess it kind of matches the what we do with this. Although I'd probably want to pull this up more. I wonder if at some point we just kind of let it. I'm thinking. I'm brainstorming. Crystal ball? Evie is sending a crystal ball to Unicorn and Arshia. I'm getting there. Have faith. Like if we just. Where is it? Wish the text fit a little bit better. Oh, it like fits nicely, but also it doesn't. Let me pull these out. Get this position how I want it. I really want to flip this, but the brain would then be backwards from at least how I imagine it. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe that's just all in my head. Hey, Frank. Down a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be that. Let's do. I kind of like that as a layout. I need to do something with this awkward space. I mean, maybe there's like a little crown accenting the text. Maybe the text, the crown is just on the text. I don't know. Let's see here. Kind of like that as a start. Alright. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm tempted to just do like solid all the way through, maybe even. And then do something different with the brain. Like a different color. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like I had it for now. We can come back to it. Because I have to figure this one out. The kimchi cleric situation. I guess I could just start drawing a cabbage. I mean, there's certainly nothing. I mean, maybe I'll use it for something else. You never know. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Gosh, I don't know. This one just feels so different than the miso one. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna start with some lines. keep losing track of my tools recently in Illustrator. I don't know why. I feel like maybe they moved some things around and now it's throwing me off. Just gonna grab this. Start here. Let's look at a picture of some Napa cabbage. Gosh, I'm tempted to just have it come straight out. To have some wiggly bits. Probably should have shortened to these, huh? Well, let's do this. I'm gonna do taller. So up a little bit higher. Peter's here. Hey Peter, how's it going? And then I'm gonna actually just draw the shape. I know I'm working with like a weird mix of things, but trust me. I'm trying to delay expanding this for as long as possible, which is why I'm doing this weird thing. Okay. And then we're gonna add some wiggly bits. Actually, this still needs to be taller. I believe that's Antoine. Let me know if that's how you pronounce your name. Welcome. In to me concentrating. Concentration time. I'm trying to make a Napa cabbage. I'm gonna just add... I don't want to do this. I'm gonna add some points here. And then I'm gonna go back, hopefully across this. And we'll try with the with this tool, the curvature pen tool. I'm gonna try to pull these out. I don't know about this, but we're gonna try it. Oh gosh, there's like a, what's going on down here? No, I don't want you to be curved. Let's just start with the side. Peter's asking if I'm doing a logo. We're working on the stickers. I'll zoom out in a second and do a little overview of where we're at. I think this should just be straight across. Maybe. So, I don't know. I feel like you might have been here for some of this, Peter. But we finished. I want to go back and do a couple things to that. But we were working on we were working on Friday, on the getting everything kind of like in these sets. So we have like the more detailed stickers up here. I'm calling this a set. The caution sticker set here, and then we're doing the how do you call these? We've got Miso Maid, Kombucha Queen, and the Kimchi Clerk. They're like based on character classes or something. I don't know. Regardless, I'm working on these right now, and I wanted to use the curvature pen tool, but I'm not loving it, so I think I'm gonna just kind of do it myself with the pen tool. I'm gonna start down here. It's just one of those things that sometimes it's better off if you do it yourself. There we go. And let me know if anybody has any questions. I'm gonna be streaming. It's gonna be a short stream. I was only gonna stream for an hour because I have a lot I still need to accomplish today. Not that I don't love hanging out with you guys, but like just things I can't stream, like I have to answer some emails and like stuff like that. So I don't think anybody wants to watch a stream of me responding to emails. Sheesh? Sheesh to what? What did I do? Y'all mad that I'm not streaming longer today? I'm sorry. I will be back tomorrow for the Illustrator challenges. If y'all are doing those. And I'm gonna make like let me think about this. Let me think. I want to do like another piece on the side, but that might be difficult. Also, this isn't wide enough. I'm gonna grab my tool here, my free transform, and just kind of. And then this. Let's see here. Oh gosh. This is not the not the color I'm gonna use, but I just want to see what it looks like. This just looks like a giant leaf. I don't feel like this looks like Napa cabbage. And it has to do with the fact that the top isn't wide enough. But also, this feels really off, like the center part here. I don't know if the drop shadow is helping. I don't think so. I would have to agree there. I'm just going to ignore the center line of this for the time being. Alright, let's try that. It feels a little bit better. I feel like it just looks like romaine lettuce. Like I made the whole thing too tall or something. Oh, what have I done? I've accidentally clicked on this endpoint, so I have to fix it. There we go. Wow, I can't believe it's already been almost an hour. Yikes. Don't feel like I've accomplished very much. Don't feel like I've accomplished very much. Alright, let's just kind of freeform this side. I think. I think what I was doing wrong before is this side piece wasn't actually aligning with the other side. Oh my gosh. Now I'm trying to work fast, and it's becoming a mess. I think the moral of the story is that Napa cabbage is not an easy thing to draw. There needs to be another piece that connects here to make the side. And I am struggling with that. Maybe if I invert the colors. I'm gonna have to at some point. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this like not have a stroke on it. So you know what? Let's not, mess up what we've got going on. I'm gonna copy this off here. Invert the colors. I'm gonna go here and go to Object, Outline Stroke, and merge all of this to make this easier on me. Just go over here. Oh, you know what? I need to release that blend. Come on. Everybody merge. This is why I don't use the shape builder. Because I have to deal with all these tiny little pieces it leaves behind. Okay. It's better. Red leaf, white stem. Yep. I agree with that. Although we need it to be red. Let's see. Let's do... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna add like a little... hint down here of red. And then add this piece, maybe. For the back. Let's do... This is me being lazy and not wanting to open up my regular Pathfinder. It's good leaf. Yeah, it's just not a great, like, I need to, like, I don't know, I need to get it to look like a Napa cabbage. I'm trying to add, like, a little bit of the, a little bit of, like, the shadow here. Oh my goodness, I made a mess of the situation. What this is. Moral of the story for today is don't work fast. Take your time. Don't do what I'm doing here, which is trying to get this finished in 1 minute. Man. Okay, there we go. Got it sorted. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, of course, I forgot the other piece. I have to work on it. I have to work on it. Clever. Taking notes. Don't work fast. Yeah, definitely. Don't work fast. Take your time. And do good work is the moral of today's stream. Gosh, we didn't get super far. We did get this sticker done in like a layout sense. I have to figure out the brain illustration in there, but you know, it's the general shape. And then here we got our kimchi. Which, honestly, this is looking pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This symbol in here is actually, especially when I have it just kind of like that. We could be onto something here. So, you know, thanks for proving me wrong, chat. Thanks for proving me wrong. I love when we see an idea through it actually ends up working out. You love the colors I've got here, Jeff. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Evie, I don't recall. We had like the stream was a bit weird in that like it started and stopped. Like I started working on this series and then I stopped. But my point in all of that, you can see all the, this is our mess of all the caution signs we made. I know that I probably went over picking colors in the very first, like part 1. But if I just kind of minimize this, I'll go over this really quickly. I don't know where I put my colors. Oh, they're there. So the original brand colors are pretty much these. There's like a brown, and then there's like a blue, and then there's this off-white. So this is like the original brand colors, and then from there, I just picked complementary color. I had to be very careful about picking colors on this because Corey is the client for this, and believe it or not, unlike me, which is like I just want bright colors all the time, Corey prefers the muted tones, we'll say, and so I had to try to like you always have to I had to pick colors that were like, well, we need to have a broader range if we're making stickers, right? To make sure like that our wizard has good contrast and stuff like that. Like you can't do it with monotones. I wanted some more colors, so I pulled some more colors in that would kind of work with the brand colors that we kind of already have established. So that explains that. And then I just broke them down into sets. I mean, I started with just kind of a mess of a bunch of colors. And then in my swatches panel, I started to group them based on like how I was using them. So like I tended to use, I just grouped them by like, I tend to use these two blues together, and I tend to use these purple and golds together. So I just kind of like made these groups to kind of help myself pick colors a little bit easier and faster. If you want to, you could just like literally select your colors and make a new color group, and it'll just like put your colors into that color group. That's how I made those folders. We should do, I don't have this planned, but we should totally do a challenge on like the swatches panel or something. I can't live without global swatches. It's like life for me. It's how I work. It's an integral part of my process. And you know, etc. Evie says good organization. This file is a mess right now, Evie. Don't close your eyes. Hide your eyes. I have like several working layers, and it's just, here's where we're picking colors. It's just a hot mess. Don't look at this file. This is not my finest hour in terms of organization, but I appreciate the thought. I do have to go though. It's 4 minutes after. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do an hour. I was gonna go over. It's inevitable. So, oh well. Evie says, I love watching you build the templates up for a project, color, words, etc. Can you do that again? Are you talking about the challenge that we did? The brand discovery? That's how I always work. And I did that challenge because I see a lot of people who will just like go straight into the fun part, right? Doing the sketches. And while that is like you can start with sketches on a branding project if you have a strong understanding of the brand that you're creating up front. But I just find that for myself, I can't work that way. Because of the blank page syndrome, if I just go in and say, like, I'm just going to start sketching out concepts based on a very generic, a brief that a client provides me or something like that, I can't, like, I struggle, or it feels like a struggle because I don't know what I'm making, Even if I do have an idea for a sketch, you'll get stuck in, like, either going around and around in circles with the same concept, and you can't, like, break out. You can't figure out how to make additional concepts, or you'll just end up making a bunch of stuff that, and not really, like, you're spinning your wheels and not really getting anywhere. Like, all of your concepts will just kind of be rough, and you'll never kind of get to a final. So, that's just how I work. You can take it or leave it. You know, the stuff with all the, you know, this is my process. It's not going to work for everybody. I would steal what works and what doesn't for your own process and fold it in. That's how I got to this point, was just kind of like trying different things that, you know, I would, you know, see other people do on live streams, for example. Like, I still do that to this day. I'll see somebody do something cool, and I'll be like, yeah, that I should try doing that and see if it works. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, there's something valid about trying something that you end up hating to do. I've certainly done a lot of, like, sketch exercises, for example, that I actually hate, but it teaches you something about your process. Like, I hate... I'm not going to get into it now, but there's certain exercises that I don't like doing when it comes to sketching, because I just don't like the results. It doesn't work for my style, or, like, what, you know, it just doesn't work. So, but I like doing... One of these in particular taught me how to, like, work with space better. Like, oh, I could be utilizing space in a more interesting way in my work. Anyways, I don't want to go on a whole philosophical conversation right now, but the point in all of that is to try things that you don't like doing, because even in those things, you can discover little moments where you can take something away from that. Like I said, I didn't like a particular thing, but, you know, it made me realize that the reason I probably didn't like doing it that way is because I wasn't utilizing space as well as I could be, if that makes sense. If not, you know, wipe that from your memory and just enjoy the stream that you saw today. Jack is making us eat our veggies. Yes, you remember that. That is my whole thing, is that, like, the first challenge that we did was an eat your veggies style challenge, and that it's not something that's, like, visually fun. We're visual people. We want to make beautiful things, but in order to make beautiful things, sometimes you have to do things that are either ugly, or you don't like doing it, or it's not visually interesting. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But this week we are doing something visually interesting. Tomorrow for the challenge, which is going to be 9:30 a.m. Pacific, we're going to be sketching out logos. So we did eat our vegetables. Now we get to have dessert, and we get to have fun and make sketches, which is the part that everybody loves, right? And it should be a good time. I'm going to go over a couple different exercises, including some exercises, like I said, that I don't like doing. But they're valid, and they produce good results for some people, and I learned a lot about my process by doing these exercises that I didn't like doing. So I know that's very vague, but, you know, we'll see more tomorrow. Okay, I'm really off now. I hope you had a good time with the stream. I have a lot of work I need to get done. Speaking of eat your veggies, like responding to emails. So I will be back on Friday at 8 a.m. Well, I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, and then we're live. Sean and I do Firefly events. We're gonna do character sheets the end of this week, which should be a lot of fun. So if you're gonna come to a Firefly Discord event, those are 11 a.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I know I'm mixing time zones. So the challenges are 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sean and I run Firefly events Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and then I will be back again on my personal stream doing this kind of stuff, not 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Lots of information to throw out at you. But that being said, Sean and I are going to be doing character sheets on Wednesday and Thursdays, Prompt Jockey, which should be a lot of fun. And I need to pick Nick's brain about that, because I have some thoughts, but I want to make sure that I'm doing the genre justice. Or the topic? Okay. Antoine, thank you for hanging out. Let me do a quick thank you to everybody who joined in the chat. I want to shout out the live streamers that we had. I know we had Umacorn, and we had one other streamer that escapes me. Who else is? Alessandra. So we had Umacorn and we had Alessandra hanging out in the chat, and they're both streamers here on Behance. So go you know, click on their little profile, their little avatar, and open up their page and do them a follow, because they also stream beautiful, amazing work here on Behance. And then also, thank you all to the folks that hung out with me today, even though it was a short hour stream. Antoine, Arshia, Barbara. I didn't even say hi to you, Barbara. Nice to see you. Clever, Corey, Alessandra, Frank, Mohammed, Nick, Oliver, Penny, Peter, Umacorn, and Evie. Alright, that's it. I hope you have a great oh, hi from the snow. Yeah, y'all got more snow than we did. We didn't get very much snow. It's mostly just very windy and very, very cold. Like, cold, very super windy, very icy. Alright, I'm done. I could be here for another hour and just chat with y'all, and I can't do that because I have too much work to do. 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, woo, we had a heat wave. It warmed up to the teens today. Yesterday it was like, 4 degrees. It was terrible. If you go back and watch the replay, I tell a story about somebody walking around in only a flannel shirt outside in the freezing weather, so. Alright, if I don't see you, I hope you have a great start to your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone!